Hi, I am Jordan. We've all been there. You're talking with someone, and things are going well, and then out of nowhere, there's a weird silence. At that moment, you can't think of anything to say, and you can tell the other person's eyes are looking around for someone else to talk to. This is a bad situation, so here are 5 tips to help you never run out of things to say again. First, if you're in a situation where you can't think of anything to say, play reminds me of. That just means you look around and say, you know, that makes me think of, and then fill in the blank. It's a great way to start a new topic of conversation, and it can also be used after someone finishes telling a story, which is how many groups of friends talk all the time. People are drawn to others who seem similar to them, and similar stories can help build that bridge. Just don't keep making your story better than theirs, or you might feel like you're one-upping them. The second thing to do is a complimentary cold read. So, if you see someone smiling a lot, you could say, "You seem like the kind of person who would be great with kids." Or, if they are very strong, you could say, "You look like you work out a lot." Even if you're wrong, you can talk about what made you think that way in the first place. In either case, you now have more things to talk about. Third, keep your questions as open-ended as possible when you ask them. So instead of saying, "You're from Colorado, huh?" you could ask, "Do you like it there?" or, "How do you like Colorado? I'd like to find out more about it." The first question usually gets a one-word answer and then a weird pause. The second one gets the other person to talk about what they like, which will lead to more topics of conversation. Also, just remember the rule about conversation that every 3-year-old knows: asking why is a great way to get people to talk more. So, if someone tells you they are a technician, you might ask, "Why did you choose to become a technician?" To be clear, you don't have to say why over and over and over again. But digging deeper into why they do what they do will often help you connect with them more. The fourth is to switch roles so that you don't have to worry about running out of things to say. Instead, get more comfortable with silence and let the other person move the conversation forward. Seriously, 30 seconds may seem like a long time, but if you take a deep breath and keep making easy eye contact, the other person will usually say something or ask you a question. Or, if you really want them to keep talking, you could repeat the last few words they said. This makes them want to explain more, and it can often get people to open up in very powerful ways. Fifth, if all else fails and the conversation just stops, use revival questions to get it going again. These are questions that don't make sense but get the conversation going again. Here are 3 of my favorites. If you're in a new group and the conversation dies after the initial pleasantries, "How do you all know each other?" is a great question to bring it back to life. There's almost always a story that can be used to start a conversation. If you're only talking to one person, you can say, "So, what's your story?" The great thing about this question is that it is so open-ended that the other person will probably lead you to the topics they want to talk about, usually by saying something like, "You mean what do I do for work or what do I like to do for fun?" Most of the time, their tone of voice and how excited they sound will tell you how to continue the conversation. Lastly, ask people you know well what fun things they have planned for the future. This one is nice because it can be used over and over again, which makes it great for getting to know people at work. So, there you have it, 5 quick and easy things you can do right now to make sure you never run out of things to say. If you liked this video and want to see more like it on YouTube, click the bell and subscribe to the channel. I hope you liked this video, and I'll see you next time.